Today we're going to do barbecued meatballs in the slow cooker. Later today I'm also going to do a Pandesal, which is a sweet roll commonly used for breakfast in the Philippines, but I think we're going to make sliders out of them with the meatballs here later today. So stick around, I've got two cooking lessons today. First one being the meatballs. I'm going to start with 2 pounds of hamburger, smoky sweet paprika. If you don't have smoky sweet, regular paprika is going to be fine. Onion powder and garlic powder, salt and pepper, oregano, thyme, eggs, they need to be already whipped up. And now we go to our panko. These are unseasoned pankoed breadcrumbs. And whole milk to tie it all together. Now, I could do this all day with a spoon, or I just wash my hands, or I can go in and just use my fingers to incorporate it all. And those that have cooked very long know sometimes that's just the way it has to be done. You got to get your fingers in there and get them a little dirty. Get it all incorporated evenly. Yeah. So here I am. And I'm about ready to turn these into little meatballs. Now it says 1-inch meatballs, 1-inch meatballs. I'm going to guess at 1 inch. I'm going to take a little plop out. There's 1 inch. There's 1.5 inches. About a 1-inch one. We're just going to make up all sorts of little meatballs, and we're going to put them right into the slow cooker. And then we'll put the Okay, this is where your oat taste comes in. I have some pre-made, store-bought barbecue sauce. It's one of our family's personal favorites, and it is happen to be kind of a sweet barbecue sauce anyway. But then we're going to add, it calls for grape jelly, but any preserve. This happens to be blackberry, and it's one of my favorite seedless preserves. I'm going to incorporate these two. It may be a little difficult. I'm going to see if whisking will incorporate it easier, and it does seem to be going in a little easier with the whisk. Okay, because this is going to be what goes on top of our meatballs that we're about ready to drop into the slow cooker. And here we have usually a smaller slow cooker, a 6-quart would be enough to do this, by the way, but we only have a big one, so that's what we're going to do this in. I'm just putting them arbitrarily around. If they touch each other, that's okay. Not doing anything creepy. Now you'll have twice as many meatballs as I have. I'm doing a half batch because it's just a small, it's just me and my wife. The recipe I'm going to post will do twice this many for a family of 4. Last thing we want to do here is put our sauce on right on top. And this is going to cook for 5 hours on low or 2.5 hours on high. We will look at it in the middle so we can mix these up a little bit and make sure all of them get into the sauce and that gets incorporated as a beautiful glaze. Here we go, we're going to close it. It's on high and we need 2.5 hours. I'm going to put a timer on. Well, these look like they are done. Let's see here. Yeah. Scoop these out. Oh yeah. It'd be great for a party. Little toothpicks next to them. Kind of like Swedish meatballs, but they're not Swedish meatballs. They're barbecued meatballs with jelly. Okay, I'm going to start. We have some pickled beets, which are straight out of a can, but I tend to like them. Petite meat doesn't too much. I'm going to grab a couple of these meatballs. I'm going to eat 1 or 2 the regular way. Just eat them. And then I'm going to grab some Pandesal rolls. I'm going to have a Pandesal roll by itself, maybe with a little butter, and then I'm going to take one of these and make a little slider out of it. So let's start with just the meatball. Certainly cooked all the way through. It's got a nice edge and color. Good, and then for all the barbecue sauce and the jelly that's on there, it's not as sweet as you might think. Tasty. If I had to do it again, I might quick fry the meatballs first so they have a little crust on the outside, because right now it's very all one texture. I think a little crust on the outside before they go in might help. So now the Pandesal, open that up. Oh. I'm going to use butter on it. People put butter on it, put honey on it. I'm going to use butter right here. Oh man, that looks good. Good. It's a little more dense than I thought it would be. It might be because I used cake flour. Next time I'll use all-purpose flour. But that being said, it's a good roll. It's good. And butter is perfect with it. Although, yeah, so if there wasn't so much sweet already, I'd say honey, go with it. But we've got enough sweetness going on. And try this one, the slider. Cut this one in half. Cut my meatball in half. It's a little slider sandwich. They said these would be great for appetizers at a party, that you just put toothpicks around, or made into little sliders just like this. And great party little finger food. It's good. It's really good. I do stand by. I wish there was just a little crust on the meatballs. I think that's what's missing. Other than that, it's a good meal. Well, thanks for watching our video, or videos if you watched both of them. Please subscribe and see what we got coming up next. It may be more food. We've got to get out and get fishing. It's starting to be springtime, so we're going to have some fishing videos coming up. So just keep subscribing. You'll get notice every time we've got a new one going up. Thanks and have a good evening.